hold from the way we've been playing the last few months?
Yeah, I think what we did incredibly well with the bat this game is we assessed that, you know, it was a wicket that sort of we didn't feel that we could go out and play in the way that we spoke about, which I think is a real progress for this side. It didn't feel like a wicket that you could stand there and hit through the line because of the invariable bounce that it was offering. You know, some balls were, you know, going through, you know, bouncing, but then some of the balls were skidding through but still coming at good pace. But in terms of our mindset and our intent, it was always to look to be positive, to get on the front foot and always look to score first. And I think that made our decision making a lot better. And, you know, Zach really set that game up for me and Foakes to be able to play in the way that we did. And it certainly shouldn't be overlooked because he absorbed the pressure, but in what I thought was a real positive manner. He always looked to score whenever that scoring opportunity presented itself, but his decision making around leaving and playing at the reverse swinging ball, which is obviously very, very hard to do as a batter, I thought was top class. Going on to Foakes, again, you know, a match-defining 100 from him, you know, batting at number 7, but then also his wicket keeping. You know, he took 7 dismissals, but away from that, his keeping's just ridiculous, to be honest. He's the best in the world. Like, he makes things look so easy, and he almost stops things that you shouldn't really be stopping, let alone catching. You know, he's amazing to have behind the stumps. He gives the bowlers a lot of confidence, and it obviously gives me as a captain a lot of confidence knowing that pretty much every nick he's going to catch.
Stefan, something quite similar in the opposite direction?
Yeah, amazing team performance all round. You know, the way in which we obviously bounced back from, you know, the disappointment from Lords last week to put in that performance was obviously very pleasing. But, you know, I think, you know, cricket's about how you bat, bowl and field, and I think the way that we batted, bowled and field this whole game was, you know, almost like the benchmark of the standards and everything that we set. You know, just the energy throughout the whole week, you know, when we're out in the field and stuff like that. Even, you know, when Rassie and Keegan were in that partnership where it looked like sort of they were, I don't know, able to counteract anything that we threw at them, but the energies and everything that the bowlers were running in with and the energies in the field and everything like that was top draw.
And it's obviously it's not lost on anyone sort of turning to put in one of those big shifts for the team.
Yeah, I mean, it's something, obviously, you know, it's reverse swung here, you know, throughout the whole test, well, except for our first innings when we bowled, just because of sort of the wet outfield and stuff like that. But it's something that I asked Ruti to keep speaking to me about whenever he felt like the ball was, you know, starting to look like it was going to reverse. So it was actually sort of by fluke, really, because I bowled 2 bounces in the over, and then, because Keegan's quite small, he won't mind me saying that, I'm good mates with him, I had to sort of feel like to pitch it up, and it actually started to swing in the air. So that's when we sort of changed the plans, because I've always felt that when the ball starts reverse swinging, I sort of, you know, that's when I feel like I'm at my best with the ball. And then I had to think about when the new ball's around the corner, and I didn't want to have to look to turn to Jimmy or Robbo before that, because, you know, throughout the whole test it's obviously been a new ball wicket, and that looks to be the most threatening thing. So, you know, that's why I wanted to, well, felt like I'd bowled that long spell, and, you know, I felt in good rhythm and everything like that, so that's why I continued to bowl.
And you made one change.
And how much confidence do you have going into that?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's just a great thing I like about the odd numbered series, if that makes sense, is that, you know, if there's a result in every game, you know, there's going to be a winner of the series. So, you know, obviously now it's 1-1 going into the last game of the summer. It's very exciting to head to the Oval knowing that, you know, both teams have got everything to play for. We're obviously going to take a lot of confidence in this game, knowing that we've won it, but we know that, you know, South Africa are going to come and throw everything at us. We've played a lot of series against them in the past, and we know they don't throw the towel in whatsoever. You know, even there, Rassie with the broken finger, got to give him a lot of credit for the way that he battled on. You know, I admire that in players, and just that partnership as well. You could see that they just didn't want to give up. Their lower order as well. You know, they were determined to stay in as long as they possibly could, and they never felt like they were out of it. So we know we've got a tough opposition to come and beat at the Oval, but, you know, we're obviously going to take a lot of confidence in this game.
Is nice to have a break now? Or?
That, you know, you're able to do that and combine it with the keeping?
Yeah, I think it definitely gives you confidence. Yeah, getting 100 obviously does. But I think I guess like batting at 7, like when I bat at 5, like hundreds are definitely something I think about. But I think at 7, it's like I think more about just trying to contribute, because obviously you're not going to get as many opportunities to get 100. So I think if I can contribute in some way, whether it be the game situation, if I'm batting with the tail, if I can get a 40 there, and kind of dominate that partnership, then that's my job. But I think obviously getting a big partnership here, and getting the opportunity to get 100 definitely gives me confidence going forward.
Josh, probably a good way for Ben to celebrate.
Yeah, he's got a few good things going on in his life, and everyone wants a piece of him. So obviously, yeah, great film as well, must say. And then yeah, the way he played was pretty special.
And were you
lost this game? Was it there or was it in your first innings?
When you say there, you mean by the toss?
Team selection on the
No. No, I think obviously first inning runs that kind of it stabilizes your game. If you score 300 plus, you're giving yourself the best chance to compete and get a result in your favour. We were half of that. I really didn't think we batted particularly well. Sure, the ball went around, but this is Test cricket, man. You need to deal with it. We did lose those 2 wickets just before lunch. If we were 3 down at lunch, 80 odd for 3, I think we would have been in a pretty good position, and I think I would have bitten my arm off for that result. But we were 5 down, and you're always going to be playing catch-up cricket with regards to that. But as we saw, the wicket did deteriorate like we thought it would, and it was playing in favour for the seamers and the spinners. So yeah, I definitely think the first innings, our batting, let us down quite a bit.
For those?
You're going to go catch a club game or something? Or what are you going to do?
That's quite funny, Menace. I think actually sometimes you can go into panic mode when things like this happen. Myself and the coach are definitely not those kind of guys to panic. We know we're still a good side. Sometimes time away from the game is not a bad thing. We do have 2 days now, but we also have some time away from the game, which was already planned prior to us coming on this trip. So yeah, we'll definitely use that period for a bit of connection again within the group. Not like it's disconnected, but just let's touch base again. Let's pull ourselves towards ourselves, and don't forget why we're here to win a Test series, and we're in a great position to still win a Test series. So yeah, we'll have a few days away, but there's no club cricket. I'm sure there'll be some physical activities planned by our coaches going forward. We will do things as a squad. So yeah, just maybe clear your minds and just let the dust settle after this, and focus on the third Test, which is it's set up to be a serious series, and yeah, can't wait for that third Test to start at Surrey.
Great. Thank you very much, everyone.